Hello, everybody. I know you miss me, and I miss you too. Oh, so sorry. I kept you waiting. It's not my fault. I have to just, get some one or two things done, but now I am back. Happy Easter holiday, lest I forget. Hope you're having fun over there. I'm also having fun here. Yes. It's a season that comes once in a year, and it's time to relax, spend time with family. Talking about family, I know it's difficult raising children. It's tough being a parent, especially in a country such as Nigeria. And sometimes you may even see them bringing up some strange behaviors that you can't even relate, or you can't even think of where they must have gotten it from and why they would engage in such. Now I want us to do a general overview on our parenting and how to handle strange behaviors that we might have observed or noticed in our kids, and how well to handle it. It's just going to be more of a general touch into every aspect of our parenting. Don't forget, this is the show where we relate with each other in a very realistic manner. My name still remains the Queen of Realities. Yes. Call me the Queen of Realities. Yes, that's it, because we want to be sure that we are not trying to use someone else's measuring tape to measure our own life as well. We want to be realistic. The reality about life is that it rains everywhere. The reality about life is that no family is perfect. The moment you know that, you give yourself less stress. So let's go to our children and strange behavior. What do you do if you notice that your child has started lying so often? What do you do when you notice that your child has started lying so often? I read some write-ups lately, and I've discovered this hints, and I thought to remind us. Some of us know already, some of us don't know. The truth of the fact is, sometimes when your child is lying too often, it means that you've been overreacting lately, or you have become too strict. Yes. Oh, someone will say, oh, no, Queen of Realities, you're not going to put that fault on me. A child should know not to lie. That's how I taught the child. No, sometimes our behaviors as parents usually influence the child's bad characters, or usually turns our kids into bad characters. So we have to watch it. When you are trying to be firm, or you want to be firm with them, there's a difference between being firm and being wicked. So when you see your child lying to you too often, know fully well that it's because you're overreacting and you're so harsh to whatever they do. That's why I said on this show that always realize that it rains everywhere. So when your child brings up a bad behavior, we as parents will often want to have a perfect child, sometimes so that we can flaunt them, or so that we can be proud of them. But also know that there will be a time that a child will do something that you are not so proud of. Do not freak out. Try to understand them, sit with them, analyze the issues with them. Try to be friendly. Even when you are mad, do not show that you're really mad. By so doing, such child will start reducing how often he or she lies to you, and will begin to say the truth, because he or she becomes more comfortable and more comfortable and more comfortable. So it is not every time that you relate to a child that lies as a demonic child. No, please. Sometimes it is your fault. Number 2, what do you do when you notice that your child does not want to confide in you? When they do something bad, they rather want to tell their friends or tell their aunts. They don't want to tell you about it. Yes, it's also a factor of the fact that you are harsh. And I am sorry to say this, it might also be that you've lost that child. So you need to now start to look for ways to find the child again. When the child begins to misbehave and doesn't want to confide in you, is always quiet. This is different from a child that lies. The one that lies wants to talk to you but will not tell you the truth. But this one that doesn't want to confide in you doesn't even talk at all. So you should know that you have lost a friend in that child and should build yourself to become the child's friend. What do you do when you notice your child has a poor self-esteem? When your child has a poor self-esteem, there is difference between advising a child and encouraging a child. You must know the difference. When you advise your child, more than the way you encourage them, the child tends to have very poor self-esteem. You have to balance the two. There are some situations where you advise the child. There are some situations where you encourage the child. The child is not doing well, you encourage him to be better. You give him strength, mental strength. You can do this, baby. You are born to win. Even when they have given up in themselves, you encourage them. Some of us, we have some children that when they fight them out there, they don't stand for themselves. They are the ones that their mates will always beat up. They will always slap them. They will always be the ones coming to report. Initially, when they are growing, you might like it because you'll be like, oh, my child is on the cool side. But at some point, you begin to hate it because you won't be there with them. You need them to start up for themselves. But oftentimes you have to realize as a parent that sometimes you are the cause. When your child cannot stand up for him or herself, when your child cannot speak for him or herself, especially when they begin to approach teenage age, you might most likely be the cause. How are you the cause? Maybe oftentimes when they are younger, you discipline them in public. You embarrass them in public. So they've lost this support that they should have from you. Maybe sometimes you're always telling them, oh, you should not fight. You should let your child know the difference between fighting people and standing for yourself. Yes, you should let your child know the difference. When people come to attack you, you are not the first person that attacks the person. You should stand up for yourself. Standing up for yourself includes, that's what you tell your child. Standing up for yourself includes asking questions. Why are you attacking me? What have I done? Reporting to the right authority. You don't just keep quiet and let yourself be bullied. You must teach your child to stand for him or herself. So in the case where you see a child not standing for him or herself, or a child that doesn't fight for his or her rights, you should know that most likely you are the cause. Maybe in time past you've ridiculed them. That's why I tell parents, try as much as possible not to scold your children in public. Do away from it. It is wrong. It's a wrong way of parenting. When your child does something wrong, even if you are in a party or you're in an open place, try to drag the child to a corner where the child only is, and then speak to the child or flog the child for whatever thing the child has done. Not that you will shout in public, insult the child. Every child is a human being, and every human being needs to be respected. Some will tell you, if it's my own child, I would break the head in public. Leave them. That's how they want to raise their own child. They say, you are spoiling your child. Leave them. When you get home, you know how to discipline your child. But let's do well to avoid insulting our children in public, ridiculing them, telling people of their bad behaviors, often in public. Oh, is it not Sumishi? That one doesn't even know maths. Oh, he doesn't know English. Just because you don't want people to feel you are proud. It's better to keep your mouth shut. So when you raise a child like this, you will oftentimes find the child not being able to start for him or herself because you've made he or she feel like he or she is nothing in life. Yes. So please, let's try as much as possible to avoid that. When you have a child that is a coward, maybe it's because you oftentimes help them quickly. Sometimes you leave a child to take a decision by him or herself. How do you do that? Because someone will say, oh, so does it mean that we should not help our children? Yes, help, but in some situation, let them find solutions to their problems by themselves. Yes. Let your child have a mind of their own. Don't think for them. Oh, because you are dark, you should like green. So when you have a child that is too coward, when you have a child that is too coward, it might be because you help them quickly. Sometimes when they are in need of something or they are in the middle of something, ask them, what would you rather do? If I'm not here, what would you rather do? That doesn't mean you are leaving them alone. It also means that you are raising them to have a mind of their own, to be confident in themselves. Okay, I have a long list under this topic, but I don't think I'll be able to take everything. But let me just take one more. When you find your child being actless, when you find your child, I'm talking to people that are raising children from age 0 to infinity. It is easy now if you have the child under your care and you can quickly correct these things. When you have your child being actless, your child does not feel for people. He does not, or he or she does not respect other people's feelings. They are this kind of children that would say, I don't care. So far I'm happy. They can step on people's toes. They don't care how people feel. They don't know how to use the word sorry. They are just quite bossy. And sometimes we parents mistake this kind of behavior with being confident or having a mind of their own. No, there's a thin line between all these things. When your child doesn't have feelings for others, maybe someone fell, the child doesn't know how to say, oh, so sorry, you fell, oh, let me clean up for you, helping others. Instead, we find this common in male children. Instead, you find such child laughing and say, hey, that's your cup of tea now. When you won't watch the roads, that kind of thing. When you won't be careful, they don't know how to care for people. They don't feel for people. So when you find a child that doesn't have respect for people's feelings, can hurt anybody anyhow, he doesn't care, she doesn't care, know fully well that there's high tendencies that it's because you've been speaking to that child in a commanding tone. You also have been showing less feelings to that child. You also have not been sensitive to the child's feelings. So the child feels that's the way to live life. Please, if you have been doing that, stop it. Sometimes allow your children to take decisions. Stop commanding your children every time. No, stop ordering them around. You do what I say. It is common in our male parents, fathers. I don't care how you would do it, you must just get it done. No, please. Let's reduce ordering our children around. Let's reduce commanding them. Sometimes you appeal to them. Sometimes you give them the reason why that thing needs to be done. I just feel that there are 1001 ways to raise a child other than commanding them. Especially for those that are raising children in the developed countries. They'll say, oh, these children, if you don't command them, you are not strict with them, they're going to come off to you and stand up to you. They can even call police on you. Yes, I know. But I will still say that there are ways to parent your children in a friendly manner. Be friends with them. Appeal to them. Advise them. Tell them the reason why you want that thing done. Don't command. Oh, I'm going to command because really it's for their own good. Yes, but let them understand why it's for their own good. It is easier that way. Sometimes you make some things fun, just make it easy so that they also will not end up being of that character to other people. And by the time they display that same character to other people, maybe to their spouses or maybe to their friends, you will not like it. You will not like it. So at this point, we get to the end of today's episode. I hope and I wish that you were able to learn one or two things in today's topic. I read through this and I felt to share with you, and I hope it was of great benefit to you as a parent as much as it was of great benefit to me. Till I come your way next week. Yes, I'll come your way next week. Please do well to practice all of this, and you're also free to drop comments, like, share, subscribe to my channel. This is just me trying to share the little knowledge I have with people around me so they also can learn and become better parents. It is sweet as the kids grow. If we are able to put in the right parenting, we enjoy it, and it will be for the benefit of our family, the society, and the world at large. So till I come your way next week, bye. I love you.